All eyes will be on Ohio when this year's election will come to an end. And the Lantern talked to Ohio State political science professor Paul Beck to get an understanding of why Ohio matters.
Well, most of these presidential elections, certainly in the last couple of decades, have narrowed down to a handful of states that are very competitive and they're going to make a difference, and that either side can win. And so these are the so-called battleground states.
Beck says this election involves about 8 to 10 battleground states that can make the difference, of which Ohio is one of them.
20% of the advertising money so far in the presidential race has been spent in Ohio. 20%. The total amount spent to date is $880 million, and 20% of it has been spent here. And that tells you that both campaigns really feel that Ohio is critical.
Predicting how much the candidates will differ as presidents is hard to tell, especially since their campaigns are very different.
Romney is more inward directed, more directed towards trying to adopt a stance that he thinks will gain him favor to an American audience. Whereas Obama, having been president for 4 years, I think recognizes more that you got to work with other countries, increasingly so. The days when the United States could just do what it wanted to do on the world stage and that would work are over with. And we do really need to engage in these multilateral efforts to be able to act in the interests of the United States.
At the end, both candidates have their own challenges of how to please voters.
I think that what Romney did was try to appeal to undecided voters and those who were pretty weak in their Obama preference and largely were drawn to Obama because they were a little scared of Romney on the foreign policy. So he's moving more to the center to try to appeal to these undecided voters. Whether it will work, we will see. He has a history also where he wasn't in the center. And voters may in the end say, or at least some of them will say, well, I don't really trust him.
While trust might not be Obama's issue, it is the economy that works to his disadvantage.
That, I think, is a problem that he has been trying to address. It has led undecided voters to not be sure about him. Their support for him, when they do decide, may be fairly soft. And if Romney can persuade them that he's better, they could pull away and support him.
Whether you're Republican, Democrat, or something in between, your vote will matter, so take advantage of it. Reporting for The Lantern, I'm Anna Due.